How y'all feeling today? What is happening? What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome to another great episode of the Arrington Gavin podcast. This is a show where we discuss trending stories and discuss thought-provoking topics from the realms of politics, sports, pop culture, you name it. We talk about it here on the show. Here and there, I do have the opportunity to bring on some amazing guests for a good old sit down conversation. But today I'm running it solo. As you see, I'm in the home studio, and you're still gonna be in for a treat because hey, you get to talk with your homie. And like I say this all the time. Thank you so much for those who continue to tune in and are heavy supporters of the Arrington Gavin podcast. This podcast is very independent, and still even though we're on episode, damn, I think we're on episode 79 now. 79. So a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff uh that we have spoken about, but we still have growth. What else can I say? Oh, yeah. This show comes to you with new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time via podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast, whether that's iHeart, Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Odyssey, iHeart, all listening podcast platforms. You can tune into the Arrington Gavin Pod. Also, at 5 p.m., if you prefer to watch the video version of this show, that airs on those same days at 5 p.m. Okay, 5 p.m. Our YouTube channel is R Smooth Club Media. Okay, the letter R and then Smooth Club Media. Also for you Rumble subscribers out there, you can type in the Arrington Gavin podcast and you can watch us from there. Our Facebook page is our Smooth Club Podcast, so you can also tune into that. Tune into the show from there. And also RSC Media on Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. So multiple ways you can tune into the show. Yeah, I'm just here to have a great conversation with you as always. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a amazing weekend. I know I have a busy weekend. We record so much content. As you know, I'm a part of a project called The Full Package, which is a singing songwriting competition, and I serve as a backstage host where I get to have one-on-one conversations with these amazing contestants that are competing for the grand prize of $1,500. That's right, y'all, $1,500. They're amazing artists. Some are rappers, some are R&B stars, some are punk, rock, all genres. So that's the awesome thing about being a part of this, and I get to check out some of the just the growth with some of the contestants, the variety when it comes to music and things like that. So it's very cool. It's very cool. um what else? Yeah, so that's pretty much that. I don't have a dad joke for you this evening. Well, let me try and see if I can whip up one. um Let me, no, I'm gonna skip out on the dad jokes today because I don't think I have my notes with me with my jokes. Well, I'll tell you this joke. This is my go-to joke 24/7. All right. What do you call it when Batman skips out on church? Christian Bale. Get it? Because Christian Bale played Batman. All right. You know what's good. You know what's going. Y'all rolling right now watching this. Y'all on the floor dying, saying that Arrington, man, funny guy, funny guy. I know. But let's get it going with the what we have discussing. So I'm gonna start off with the first story I want to kind of shed some light on. Um, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, rapper, entrepreneur, businessman, Lil Wayne, he was sharing his frustration with the Los Angeles Lakers. So let me go ahead and if I can pull up that, let me see 1 second here. I'm going to pull up the incident that occurred with him at a Lakers game recently, and he spoke about like he felt like they treat him like shit and this and that and the other. And I'm like, whoa, what is this happening here? So let me go ahead and see if I can play this video for you guys. Let me get it going for you. Wait until it comes up there, because he's a diehard. Oh, here we go, right here.
Easy, baby.
As you see, Wayne is in that cream Adidas hoodie.
Hey, they don't know where he's sitting. He's leaving.
And he just booked it. Bounce. There you go. Still in slow motion. In slow motion. He comes with his posse. He's all ready. And yeah, he is not a happy camper. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. That man is not a happy camper. So this is reported by TMZ. This is on their Instagram site right here. And the funny thing is that, let me go ahead and come out of that. The funny thing is, it brings me up to a similar story. Really, maybe 2-3 years ago. I know Spike Lee, who's he is an avid. He is an avid. How do you call it? An avid Lakers. I mean, not Lakers. Knicks. Wow, Arrington. Brain fart. He is a diehard Knicks fan, and he has probably invested almost $10 million into the Knicks just as a season ticket holder. He's been a long time fan of the New York Knicks for years. He is that go-to guy that you're always going to see front row seats, probably sitting at the exact same section where he's always at. And just like how Jack Nicholson is a Lakers diehard. And hold on, guys. Actually, let me do a quick commercial break. And when we come back, I'm gonna finish this conversation with you all about Lil Wayne and his frustration with the Los Angeles Lakers. We are back more here on the Arrington Gavin podcast.
Yeah. Nina. See. God. Gotta put on for my team. Put on for my team, yeah. Gotta put on for my team.
Get ready for the ultimate music competition that will leave you on the edge of your seat.
The full package, where the best of Virginia will battle it out to prove they have what it takes.
Hello, we're your host. I'm Nina Nicole.
And I'm LITS. In this thrilling competition, contestants will face electrifying challenges, testing their musical knowledge, skills, and creativity.
You have one shot to prove you're the full package.
Only the most exceptional performers will rise to the top and claim the title as the full package. Every note,
every move,
every beat counts. Who will have what it takes to become the ultimate music sensation and reign supreme as the full package?
Don't miss the full package, where dreams are made and legends are born. Tune in for the most thrilling music competition of the year.
Coming soon to your screens.
The full package.
This is great. I like the choice and the texture and everything. Right. Mind blowing.
I've never seen talent like this before.
You've got the full package.
That's a little bit shout out to the full package. Since we're talking about, music artists and things like that. So yeah, I want to bring up more with the Lil Wayne saga that he has going on with the Los Angeles Lakers. So as you saw that video played earlier during the show, apparently Wayne's getting ready to sit at his seat that he's expected to sit at the Lakers game. Security stops him. He doesn't go berserk, but he's like, huh, and then leaves, right? He bounces. So I'm going to read some more follow-up information about that, because I just wanted to show you the video first, then go into some more detail. So, okay, this is reported by Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated title it, Lil Wayne says he was mistreated at Lakers game, blames prior comments on Anthony Davis. So as I read a little more info of what exactly did he say about Anthony Davis, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, his status of America's most famous musicians. Hold on, given his status as one of the most famous and last decades. Let me see here. For one, it wasn't really a. Let me tell you something. The fact that the Wizards lost in overtime over over the Lakers, 134 to 30, 131. That's a game that Wizards ain't never had in years. But he puts on looks like X. Lil Wayne says, "Wow, got treated like shit at the Lakers game just now, but I figured they do me that sooner or later, either because of what I said about AD or simply because they didn't F with me." It's funny seeing these abbreviations. F with me, which I've been got that vibe from them as well. So all good. I get it. Fuck them. It isn't what it isn't what it isn't. I'm used to it. That's hilarious. So let me try and find. Okay, so it says, to what Davis related opinion is Lil Wayne referring to? Okay, the most obvious candidate is one gave on November 10th episode of Undisputed. So Undisputed is a sports sports debate talk show, very popular, but not First Take. So it's always been kind of second place to First Take. Undisputed is the show that is I would say is Skip Bayless's show. Now Skip Bayless is known for being opposite sides of Stephen A. Smith on First Take. They were together for years on that show. Fast forward, Skip left ESPN, moved over to Fox Sports 1, now really titled FS1. He started a show called Undisputed, which was pretty much the one-on-one debate format. He did it with Shannon Sharp. It grew huge success. I was a huge fan of it and developed to love it. I haven't checked it out in a minute, but again, fast forward, Undisputed does not have Shannon Sharp anymore. Shannon Sharp was fired. I honestly, because rumor has it that when he was getting more popularity than the so-called supposed to be star that was Skip Bayless, and so Shannon left. No worries, because he obviously grew a name in the media industry with his podcast Club Shay Shay. Now he has one also called Nightcap. He's on twice a week on First Take, getting paid buku money. He's doing his thing. And now Skip Bayless, I believe, has Keyshawn Johnson, who was fired from or let go from ESPN, Michael Irvin, Hall of Famer Michael Irvin, and Richard Sherman. Now, I haven't seen Richard Sherman in a while because I know recently Richard Sherman had some issues. He had a DUI recently, and that that's another story. But I don't know if he had been suspended from the show or just kind of on a hiatus from that show. But that's all about Undisputed. So I think every Monday, or at least once a week, Lil Wayne appears on Undisputed. Lil Wayne also is the voice behind the theme song of Undisputed. And it's also Undisputed is a California-based show. Their studios is out in California. First Take is in New York City. So now going back to it's saying on November 10th episode of Undisputed, where he urged Los Angeles Lakers to trade the 9-time All-Star, that being Anthony Davis. If the Lakers want to be a championship team, they have to get rid of AD, the rapper said. Davis unquestionably came through Thursday with 40 points and 15 rebounds, and it appears the Lakers fans let Lil Wayne hear it accordingly. So that was interesting. So that's, it is what it is. I really doubted that that's why he wasn't allowed to sit at the Lakers game. That's stupid, because at the end of the day, hey, if you bought a ticket, you bought a ticket. Go sit there and whatever. I think Wayne could have been overreacting, and he, during when a game is being played, usually they don't want people to walk on, especially if you're courtside seat. They don't want you to walk while the game's played. Maybe during a timeout, boom, then take your seat, or halftime, then take your seat, but not when the game is being played. Not when. Now workers can do that, and employees there, but I'm pretty sure they don't allow fans. That's just my guess. That's just my guess, because that video really, all it shows is the cops stop him. He's like, and then he leaves. That might be the dramatic celebrity, like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. So you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I am Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. Weezy baby. That's my Wayne impersonation. That wasn't that good. I know it wasn't that good, but who cares? Anyways, it had reminded me about when the New York Knicks had pissed off Spike Lee, because Spike Lee had said he normally goes in an entrance where I think is regularly for like the players and coach and stuff. But again, Spike Lee he should be an honorary Knicks, because he is supported that team through hell and high water, invested a lot of money. It's like, you got to show some loyalty, but they didn't, and he was getting pissed, and he was really contemplating on just saying, I'm going to go to Brooklyn, because that's where I live, in Brooklyn anyway. But I'm gonna go and become more of a Brooklyn Nets fan, and bump the Knicks. So the sad thing is, my take on all this is, if Lil Wayne is the victim, then shame on the Lakers organization, just as much as I've criticized the Knicks organization for how they treated Spike Lee. When you have loyal consumers that continue to buy tickets, that continue to pour into you and to keep you looking good, because trust and believe, even though Lil Wayne is one person, his ticket, probably, I know extremely expensive, but his notoriety, all his fans, them diehard fans, like, oh, he liked the Lakers, I'm gonna like the Lakers, so then I want to invest in Laker tickets so I can possibly catch Lil Wayne there, and whatever he touches turns to gold. That's an endorsement, okay? When you see celebrities at basketball and sporting events, man, that's an endorsement for them. One thing that the Knicks do is, the Knicks always, during timeouts, they do something called like Celebrity Watch. And sometimes you'll see the regulars, like I mentioned before, Spike Lee. You might see Kevin Bacon, actor Kevin Bacon, Footloose. Her name is Emma. Oh man, Emma Rossum, I believe, from the lead actress in the sitcom show, the U.S. version of Shameless. She's been at the Knicks games a lot. Jon Stewart. You see a lot of celebrities. It's New York City. You see a lot of them. But I mean, seeing them there, that's a form of promoting their brand. That's a form of always bringing fans to Knicks games, because they know they can see so many stars there. He helps that organization out. So again, if Wayne is the victim, if it's more to it and Wayne is the victim, then shame on the Los Angeles Lakers for treating a loyal ticket holder and consumer like that. But if he's not, and he was just being over dramatic, it just made a scene, hey, then, because there is such thing as, when success gets to your head and you think you're unstoppable. That is very true. Let me see. I'm gonna move it on. Moving on from this convo into another one that I thought was interesting. And this one was in regards to actor Terrence Howard. Now, Terrence Howard, huge fan, very, very talented actor. As you see, this title is called Terrence Pay Your Damn Bills. I said, Terrence, pay your damn bills. You're probably wondering, why are you saying Terrence, pay your damn bills? So I'm gonna tell you why. Now, actor Terrence Howard, known for being Lucius Lyon on Empire, known for his star in the Best Man franchises, Hustle and Flow. He's been on talented actor. He's also a musician as well. I ain't gonna say he's talented in my opinion. I mean, he can play the guitar, play piano and stuff, but I'm not crazy about his his voice. That's just me. That's just me. Don't cancel me, y'all. But recently, a judge in Philadelphia has ordered Terrence Howard to pay nearly $1 million in back taxes, interest, and penalties. Now, in February, the February 22nd judgment came after the Justice Department reportedly sued the Empire Star in 2022 for failing to pay $578,000 in income taxes between 2010 and 2019. Yes, 2019. So, and that was reported by the Huffington Post. Yes, Terrence Howard hit with a $1 million judgment in taxes. Now, the sad thing is, let me try and pull this up. Give me 1 second. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I wasn't crazy about Terrence's response for this, because there's a way to be, how can I say it? I'm a big advocate. I'm a big proponent for common sense, right? And here's what Terrence Howard had to say. Let me try and pull up my notes. So there you go, right there. That's reported by the Huffington Post. So Terrence Howard, this is in his words, he's saying that he was claiming that it was immoral to charge Black descendants taxes. It was immoral to charge Black descendants taxes. Now, as much as I would love for to not pay taxing, for for the government to say, you know what, out of all that we have put you guys through, I'm gonna exempt you all from taxes, and because you don't deserve, you shouldn't be allowed to pay taxes. So it says here, immoral for the U.S. government to charge taxes to the two descendants of slaves. Okay. And it's funny because I'm looking at comments here on social media, and we all pretty much have the same exact thought process. Agree with you 100%. However, you still gotta pay your damn bills, okay? You think you can play with Uncle Sam like that? Uncle Sam will lock your ass up in a heartbeat. Talk to Ronald Isley. Talk to Wesley Snipes. Who else didn't pay? Oh God, the late great Red Fox from Sanford and Son. Man, they took everything, and it's sad, but it's funny at the same time. So I had saw an old clip of when Red Fox was on the Arsenio Hall show, and Red Fox was just explaining how they took everything. They took with this, they took with that, they took everything. They took this and that. And in my mind, I'm like, it's extremely sad that, because he was naming some very personal things to him and this and then the other. But and honestly, it wasn't his fault, because he had said that I trusted people to handle my finances that basically didn't do their job, and they took advantage of me. And that happens. That occurs because, trust and believe, when they know they can take advantage of, especially you're successful, making tons of money, they're like, oh, I got this in a bag. I'm gonna do what all I can do, and basically not do my job, but I'm still getting paid and stuff. And then when the times get rough, I'm gone. So you just can't be. You have to be aware, y'all, and you have to make sure you surround yourself with the right people and the right team and the right village. As for Terrence Howard is concerned, Terrence is choosing. Obviously, he just said he just chose not to pay it because it was immoral. I'm like, Terrence, give me a break, dude. Terrence has always been that kind of like earthy, activist type and this and that and the other. He's always been like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's one of the reasons why he retired kind of early from the acting scene and stuff. I think the last project that he did was the Best Man series that was on Peacock. Before then, he was gone for a good minute. I think the last thing he did was like the Empire series. But people, please do not try to follow after Mr. Terrence Howard, because guess what? You will be suffering the consequences just like him. Now he has to pay $1 million. Okay, the judge, the court system ordered him to do that. If they don't do that, guess what? Jail time. Okay, because I mean, what's the fine gonna keep on increasing? No, they're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna lock your tail up. Ignorant, y'all. People have to, like I said, common sense. Oh, I cannot stand when people just think they can get away with it, or cheat the system and get away with it. People do it, but it's just when you're just blatantly open about it, it's like, no. Okay, we're gonna do I believe we're gonna do another commercial. Okay, gonna do one more commercial, and then I have a couple more stories I'll be sharing with you here on the Arrington Gavin Pod. I hope you are enjoying. Again, this show is brought to you by Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Rugged is the new smooth. We are gonna go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with the Arrington Gavin Pod.
Order your beard care products with Rugged Evolution. We're your local beard care line that supports the maintenance of your full, mature beard. Our line includes conditioning shampoos, moisturizers, balms, oils, shaving lotions, and exfoliating soaps. These products moisturize, hydrate, nourish, and have all the natural ingredients for a healthy beard. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. And remember,
Rugged is the new smooth.
Rugged is the new smooth. All right, this next story that I want to speak with you all, I always just get so amazed the fact that the success of this platform of OnlyFans, right? Man, I keep on. And for those who are unfamiliar with OnlyFans, if you are definitely living under a rock. But OnlyFans is a subscription platform where individuals, sometimes influencers, sometimes just regular everyday people, they have a platform where they either show adult content, meaning pictures of them modeling, pictures of them doing more than just modeling, if you know what I mean, pick what clothes on, clothes off, or partaking in acts that are a little more on the raunchy side, the nasty side, if you know what I mean. Okay. We all know what OnlyFans is. Now you do have some that are you have yoga instructors, you have chefs, you have comedians, you have musicians, you have people that just show private content. You have it with Patreon, you have it with, there's so many platforms that have subscription based, all that good stuff. So and I say that because I recently read an article of the CEO saying, please stop treating OnlyFans like it's a porn site. It's not. It's more to it. But I mean, sorry, but this is the company that they try to end their like basically adult contact, try to remove adult content from that platform. They lost so much money, and they were like, okay, we joking, we got you. We got you. Yeah, we're not gonna remove it, because they saw how much money they were making off of that. And the reason why I bring this up is because, check this out, OnlyFans is the highest paying side hustle in the US. So I am reading this from, okay, so this article is on the Now This platform, which gives you a lot of trending stories and from journalists and things like that from on Instagram. And it shows that, I'm gonna read some more. OnlyFans have been found to have the highest median income when compared to other top side hustles. Now, according to tax service provider Keeper, OnlyFans creator bring in an annual median income of $4,995. annual. All right. That's nearly double the amount of the most popular side hustle, DoorDash, which comes in at $2,636. Now, how it says here, however, given that this is just reported median income, it's likely that some OnlyFans users could be making a lot more or less. Very true, because I remember I was listening to at the time Michael Blackson had a podcast out, and he had I think OnlyFans models or something on there, and they had said, look, I've made six figures, I made close to six figures in 1 month. I've made, hell, I've made 11,000 in 2 days or 1 day. I'm like, damn. Like, I mean, they are not playing. I mean, there's been, you have parents that do it. You have actresses that hasn't done good, that hasn't really recovered as far as like having good roles, good paying roles. They said, well, let me start my OnlyFans page, and they make more money doing that. And they've gone to theater school so they can become actresses and doing this and it's crazy. It says also, according to a survey by Bankrate, almost 2 out of 5 Americans have a side hustle, which is great. I'm glad y'all have side hustles out here, because people need to understand, and I think the pandemic taught us a lot, that you cannot rely on one source of income. You just can't. You can't, especially if it's a 9 to 5. You just can't. If anything can happen to you, all right? Anything can happen to you. Anything can happen to that job. Anything can occur, like a pandemic, right? You always have to have multiple streams of income. So note to self, y'all, multiple streams of income. Please say that with me. Multiple streams of income. Say it with me. Multiple streams of income. One more time. Multiple streams of income. Okay, you're only gonna get it 3 times. I'm not gonna continue. I'm not gonna use my vocals for y'all. Shoot, I'm gonna say that for my album. I'm not gonna drop an album. And then it also says, in 43 out of the 44 of the sample states, delivery and driving services like Uber, Instacart, and DoorDash were the most popular side gigs. The notable exceptions was Iowa, where OnlyFans was most popular. That is funny, the fact that it's more popular in Iowa. I have a best friend that's from Iowa, and I think it's because ain't nothing in Iowa. But cornfields, I guess. I mean, like, what do y'all have in Iowa? Obviously, y'all got the highest rate of OnlyFans members or subscriptions. That's funny. That's funny. I'm gonna share this with them too. But I just thought that was interesting, because you have so many individuals that are doing OnlyFans. Okay, so one of my favorite shows, The Sopranos, a star from The Sopranos, Drea De Macchiato, reveals how joining OnlyFans saved her life, and I will speak more on that a little another time. But she has been acting forever. The actress that played Vanessa on the Bernie Mac show, I believe she had one. I mean, it's insane. And is it easy money? No, because I feel as though for everyday Americans, you have to work your way up to get that fame. Now, the sad thing is, who are the highest paid ones, or who are the ones that make pretty good money quick? Do you have to always show skin? Do you have to do something really nasty? I mean, that's the world we live in. Is it beneficial for people with higher platforms like celebrities to do OnlyFans? Because it used to be a thing where celebrities will celebrity couples or just celebrity actors will be like, oh, or celebrity reality stars, they will be like, somehow this tape had got leaked of me doing this and doing that, and I was unaware of it, and then like 2 days later I sold it for $15 million, but I still don't know how that video got out. No need to do all that. You got OnlyFans. So my question for you all is, if times get rough, are you gonna put your pride aside? Would you start an OnlyFans? Would you start an OnlyFans if you knew that you can? I'm gonna just say, if you can add on an extra $5,000 to $8,000 to your salary, would you do it? Would you do OnlyFans? Please put a comment on at the bottom on our video on YouTube or Rumble, wherever you tune into us. Leave a comment, and I'm curious. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this. But I just thought that was I'm always interested in, okay, what is the new source of income base that people should start leading towards? Like, should it be stocks? Should it be real estate? Should it be investments? What do we do? Where do we go? This and that. So apparently, OnlyFans is that source, and you better start now. And one thing for OnlyFans is it is for all ages. All right, so all you old biddies out there, you go ahead and do OnlyFans. If you're good at technology, or if you're not that good, ask your grandchildren to help you. You can imagine like grandma saying, "Hey, baby, can you work this camera for me? I'm gonna start me a OnlyFans page. Yes. Need to get some more money to pay for the rest of these dentures. This medication is expensive." So that is that. Last story of the night that I'm going to be bringing up is a story that happened, because I got to talk a little politics. This happened recently at the capital of Virginia in Richmond during a session. This is, hold on, let me try and bring this article up. Let me see, bring that up. All right, so as you see here, I keep on moving. There we go. So this report, as you see by the Daily Mail, it says here, transgender Virginia State Senator Danica Rome storms out of a chamber after she was called sir by State Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears, who's an up-and-coming GOP star. It's very true. So I read more about this, and now I'm a Virginia guy. I live in the state of Virginia, born and raised. Now I'm not too familiar with Danica Rome. I have read up on her stats. She was a delegate at the I believe the first transgender state delegate representing her area, and then the first state senator as well. And the interesting thing is she continues to get the job done. 39 years old, a rising star. And long story short, what had occurred was there was a session that was happening, and I mean, basically, it's in the title. The lieutenant governor, Winsome Sears, kept on saying, yes, sir. And Danica did not yell. She did not get boasters, did not flip tables, stormed out and walked out. And then at the end, after I believe like two different sessions, then the lieutenant governor had this speech on, hey, look, I'm not here to do this. I'm not perfect. I'm not this. I'm not here to do this. I was here and voted by the people of Virginia to serve, and this and that and the other. She did apologize to the session, to the constituent. I don't know if she personally apologized to Senator Rome, but I want to hope to try and get in contact with Danica Rome to speak more about this, because I think it's a very interesting story. It's been going around on a lot of national news. The interesting thing is Winsome Sears is a Republican, very conservative. Danica Rome is a Democrat. And some people are saying that the lieutenant governor did it purposely. Some were saying it's an accident. There's been like kind of debates on saying, okay, look, it's pretty easy to make a mistake. You're trying to continue to grow and get used to it. I myself have made mistakes on working with a music sing-song competition. We have some contestants that want to be addressed as something else, and I have to always correct myself, because there is a contestant that wants to be addressed as one gender that I guess physically she's a gender that she was not born, that individual wasn't born as, but they want to be addressed as this. So I always have to correct myself because I don't want to seem like I'm disrespecting. I don't want to seem like I'm disrespecting this person. But I do have to continue to. It's easy to always forget and to make a mistake. One thing I thought was interesting, there was an advocate, a transgender advocate, who was on a program and talking about this exact same story, and that individual had said that we in our own community sometimes will make a mistake and call the individual, the wrong gender. So it's a common, it's not common, but it's a thing that it happens. But I'm trying to, if I can pull up the apology. If I can pull up the apology, I can't. Oh no. Okay. So Winston Sears initially refused to apologize for the comment, but later made an apology to the chamber. She said, "I am not here to upset anyone. I'm here to do the job that the people of Virginia have called me to do. That is to treat everyone with respect and dignity. I myself have at times not been afforded that same respect and dignity in this body as long as I am president of the Senate. And by the grace of God, I will be treated with respect and dignity. I will treat everyone else with respect and dignity. We are all equal under the law. I apologize, and I would hope everyone would understand there's no intent to offend." It says here now, okay, CBS reported that following the remark, Rome returned home for the day, and she has not commented publicly since the interaction. Yes, it says here Rome was the first transgender member of the House of Delegates when she was first elected in 2017. She unseated Republican Bob Marshall, a 13-term incumbent and a socially conservative lawmaker who proudly called himself Virginia's chief homophobe. Wow. The balls on that guy, I tell you, Jesus. Here's my thing, and I'm actually it's funny. So I'm in a group chat with some people here in the Hampton Roads area that are very involved in local, state, and federal office. And we're all, friends, and we, whether we agree or disagree, we always just, talking amongst each other, with different stuff happening. And when I put out this article in the group chat, one of the people in there said, "Well, that's because that's what he is. That's what he is." And here's my take on this. Now, I'm an individual that respects all people, love all people, and again, like I said, I'm a social butterfly, right? I want to treat people the way I would like to be treated. As a Christian man, right? And I'm not the the almighty religious. I'm not the best. I still struggle. I'm still a work in progress. But I do know, as a Christian man, I have people within the Christian community that disagree with that, right? I am like this. People should live their life the way they want to live it. You should not judge people or tell them how they should live their life. You should not judge if they, if when it comes to same sex. Love who you want to love. Be who you want to be. Okay. So I say all that to say, because in the comments, the man said, "Well, that's what he is," and I said, "Hold on." At the end of the day, the senator wants to be addressed in as this. You should respect that and address them as that. Don't call them something that they do not want to be called. That's just my whole common thing. But again, we don't know if the lieutenant governor did it purposely or not. But I would just like, if I could add a little juice to it. Hey, when we look at opposing parties, the parties totally disagree with what this senator stands for right now. So it could have been a slight jab because, again, did the lieutenant governor call that senator and apologize? We don't know. But I just had to bring that up because I was like, hold up, this is happening, pretty much in our backyard. This is happening in our backyard. But I will say this. At the end of the day, ladies and gents, you need to treat others with respect, kindness, and all of the above. If you choose not to do that, well, guess what? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, and you keep on moving. You be bitter, rude, mean in your own bubble, but you're gonna be a lone person because no one else in this world wants to be around bitterness, ignorance, and just rudeness. No one wants to do that. Guys, that's all I got for you here on this on this great Monday. But until next time, please be sure to tune into the Arrington Gavin podcast. Wednesday, and I want to say I have who do I have coming up next? Give me a second. Let me see who do I have on the chopping block. All right, happening, I believe, on Friday. Yes, I think Friday the 8th, I will be sitting down speaking with Mr. James St. John. He's the chairperson for the Hampton Roads Libertarian Party. Excuse me. As you know, it's election season, and I definitely want to always get the conversation going when it talks about just third-party options, right? Third-party options, and what's his take on the presidential election, especially what's his take on the local elections here in Hampton Roads, because the Libertarian Party is not a popular, well-known political party, I believe, in Hampton Roads. But hey, it's in existence for third party. A lot of people are leaning towards third-party options, so it could potentially continue to grow. Yeah, that's what we'll have on the Friday. But the Wednesday before that, you stuck with me again. You stuck with me, and I'm gonna be bringing to you, of course, some good old content, good trending stories and discussions and all that good stuff. Yes, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time via podcast, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, all that good stuff, Facebook. Also tune in every Sundays to my weekly radio show In Your City, which airs on Sundays, 12 p.m. WNSB 91.1 FM, the Soul of VA, hosted by myself, of course, and my good friends, comedian Ciroc Fox, hustle queen Miss Michelle Young, and shout out to our amazing producer, Mr. Cam Godley. Who else? What else we got? Oh, and also too, on In Your City, we are starting to do weekly shows just for our YouTube and podcast, mainly just for digital content, where we just talk about trending stories happening throughout the week. So we've added that on our YouTube, and hope you enjoy. I'm gonna try and upload it on our Instagram pages as well. But until next time, y'all, thank you so much for continuing to tune into the Arrington Gavin podcast. I will see you on Wednesday. Peace.